Gomez has got 354 coins bet on him.
That's not what I see, man. It's about 59% for Hazu and 40% for Gomez.
Wow. Maybe yours is updated to a greater extent than mine. I have it at
Remember,
9.
you got to clear your cache.
Yep, I'm doing that. Yep. Well, it could be, who knows, it might be taking longer on mine.
For sure.
I don't know.
And in usual fashion, I've gone all in with all my coins on Hasu, so, let's hope the fourth time I don't lose all my coins once again.
Cool.
You know, yesterday he lost all of his coins because he placed a bet and then we saw the cheese. Yep. And this game will be commencing soon, guys. Let's go ahead and get another request going right now as this is 4 minutes in.
You guys want to join in, or?
Oh, yeah. If it's
We're
up,
waiting
I'm
for
down.
you.
Didn't even know, man.
You've been invited, dude.
I am. I'm here. I'm in and ready to go. Let's get this last round of the pre-grid. And remember, guys, after this, there will be no more requests on YouTube. So keep that in mind, please. This, in fact, that is up right now is the last request.
The last Rick roll of the night.
No Rick rolls tonight, actually.
The good old Torre bot.
Good old Torre bot, for sure. And here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at these bets. I'm going to freeze them right now. Here we go. Frozen. We are all ready.
By the way, Gomez is ranked 126 as Terran. And Hazu's ranked 103 as Protoss. So these are two very evenly matched players. This should be a great game. And it is a best of one, by the way.
Rox Kiss Palmy joining to check out the match.
Beautiful. I don't know. Is he allowed to do that?
I
guess we're about to find out, aren't we?
That's right. I think Brockle's in here too. So if he doesn't like it, then he can always kick him.
That's true. Broadcall's pretty good at that stuff.
But yet again, they do know the stream's up, so they can go and check out the stream, of course.
Yeah.
So are you here to cast this one, Jim, or is it going to be?
No, I'm getting out of here. Okay. We'll let Fire handle it.
Sounds good. And here we go. Countdown has started. We're getting into it. All right, everybody, welcome to Imba TV, where everything is in balance. We've got Mao's Hazu facing off versus Gomez as this PVT commences. This is the last round before the grid round has started for the CraftCup EU Lite number 36. So me, MC Dust, and Fire Silver are bringing it to you right now. And you want to go ahead and take us into this?
Yeah, has got the close air positions with Gomez. Gomez on the right-hand side and Hazu on the left. And I think once Hazu finds his eyes, we'll be very happy. As I mean, he does like his Stargate play, regardless of the matchup. I haven't seen him actually play a PvP, so I don't know if he likes it in that, but he does like Stargates in every other matchup. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of two-gate Stargate play come out of him and basically do a copy of what he did last game. But, in yesterday's Craft Cup, we saw some cheese going on with the cliffs. Do you think we'll see it this game?
We very well could, man. Not too sure. They are at the closest air position, so we may either... so it's not a total advantageous for Terran to do that, but we may see that. But I'd say that we're going to see some drop play or some type of air play just to take advantage of that close air distance.
Yeah, but I mean, if Hazu does, maintain air superiority, I don't think he's going to have to worry about these cliffs.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Because he can just shoot down the dropships.
Especially when Phoenixes can pick up siege tanks.
Yeah, it's very, very useful. Unless he gets a Thor, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
Has been done to me, and it's very annoying to deal with.
We see the first scout from Hazu going out, and going to have to wrap around. See his opponent is not in the closest rush's distance. He is going now for the farthest distance. He's going to notice his opponent is not there either.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hazu will be pleased if he was in either position, really, because the short air distance is good, but an equally, a long ground distance is equally as good because you can still do a lot of Stargate play.
That's for sure.
They're very, very fast, can move around the map whenever, so yeah. Gomez obviously trying to find if there's any proxy pylons or anything going on. Hasn't scouted yet, which is weird.
It looks like he's going to do that with the Marine. As he successfully counter scouts Hazu.
Yeah, another Marine going out as well.
And Factory going down. Yeah, it looks like Gomez is going to go for the 1-1-1. As we see the second assimilator going down for Hazu. And nothing else so far. No cybernetics core or anything yet. Let's see what happens here.
Yep, Wargate technology is being researched at the moment. He's kind of boosting out a Stalker. So, but by getting a Stalker out first, I have a feeling he wants to, deny as much scouting as he can so he can get these Stargates up. And I have a feeling that pylon at the very back is going to be used to, power some Stargates, because it's very out of the way. Robotics facility going down.
Interesting move, yeah. Maybe trying to get an observer to see what's going on. It is actually a good move there because there is going to be some Banshee play. We see the 1-1-1 actually going down. And you were right, there's the Starport, or Stargate anyway, being powered by that one pylon in the back.
The robotics bay was cancelled though. So I'm not sure why he did that.
Interesting.
It may have been from the scouting information that he got, but he is actually going for a 1-1-1. I wouldn't be surprised if Gomez actually went for, cloaked Banshees. He does have the double gas, which, is critical for getting cloaked Banshees in a good time frame.
Here comes a Hellion to do some research here as it moves forward. Stalker trying to take care of it right now. Is it going to get in the base? It's got 4 health left. It's going to get full rain on this base. This, he's going to know all about what Hazu's up to. He's going to know those Phoenixes are on the way out. This Hellion does get taken out, but but Terran gains some great knowledge there as another barracks is placed down.
Yep.
And these Marines going up to these SCVs.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Gomez will do now. I mean, obviously, he desperately, wanted to know what he was going for, and he must have suspected the starport. You could see him spam clicking that Hellion right to where that pylon was, so he suspected it would be hidden. But yeah, no missile turrets yet, no engineering bay. So yeah, it will be interesting what he's going for. He's getting 2 more barracks down with a tech lab and medevacs coming out. So yeah, could even see some glyph play, surprisingly enough.
Definitely, but we do have Phoenixes coming out in reaction here. Hazu moving those Phoenixes up to the highest cliff on the side of the map, moving them forward behind the base here of Terran, as those Marines are here to try to deal with those Phoenix, and one Marine gets lifted, blown up, and these Phoenix are going to continue to go around and harass, taking out the worker units trying to build buildings, as well as getting a full detailed information about what Gomez is up to. And another pickup.
Yeah, with that many Marines, I don't think he's, going to want to just, waste them. So, but he's got all the scouting information he needs.
And he keeps
surprised he didn't go by.
Trying to take out the dropships now, and he's going to have to move out.
Did manage to snipe a mule there. Keeps pumping medevacs, so yeah, we could see a push coming out. Robotics bay going down, so we can get Colossi. But yeah, no real ground army from Hasu right now. We've got 3 Zealots, a Stalker, and a Sentry. Extra gateways going down. Other than that, nothing really being produced at the moment.
And here comes the Colossus. And these Phoenix still alive, still doing some harassment, putting some pressure right here on Gomez in this last round 7 match. Whoever wins this does get into the grid rounds, folks.
They're surprised that Hasu hasn't expanded. I mean, he's usually a favour of, once he's got sniped a few mules, you know, he goes for that expansion, and he could do it now, but, you know, seems he wants those Colossi pretty early.
Definitely. And we see we see that the Marine shield is being upgraded right now, so those Marines will have an extra 10 health, as well as some Vikings finally being pumped out of this starport here. But that starport is doesn't have a reactor, so it's only being able to pump out one Viking at a time. He's going to need to keep those Vikings around those Marines. But at the same time this is going down, no natural expansion for Hazu. Hazu instead places down an expansion across the map. It's a little bit of a ninja expansion, a little bit of Protoss trickery there as that expansion gets planted down and that forward pylon gets placed down as well. With Warp Gate tech, he will be able to warp units in to help defend that expansion area. And it will be up to the attacker to take out that back end pylon. Anyways, looks like Gomez is going to try to do an expansion as well. He is building the command center right now. Still has nothing on, no add-on, no reactor cores on any of his buildings. Just tech labs on 2 of his barracks as well as his factory. And up here in Hazu's base, we see a transfer going down right now to across the map to his new expansion, as well as some Colossus coming out. And Warp Gate tech, of course, as I said, is finished, and we will see some more gateway units being warped in there. And look at this, some counter scouting going down from Hazu, killing off that SCV, kind of hinting towards Gomez that there is another expansion somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying in the chat that, you know, Terran will lose because he isn't pushing out, and it's true. I mean, he does have a bigger ground army, and you know, if he's getting 4 Phoenix that early, you know, he's not going to have much of a ground army. So Gomez should have just gone, well, you know, a base trade, why not? You know, I'll be able to destroy his base and then destroy the Phoenix afterwards. He'd have to pull them back in any case.
Yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
he's left 3 Marines behind to defend the mules, but, you know, missile turrets, they're not, you know, that expensive.
It's only 125 to get an engineering bay, which you can use to upgrade all your units with. So it's well worth it for sure. I hear you there. As we get this force moving in from Gomez, and it looks like he's going to pull back a little bit, and he's going to try to siege the tanks up and build up some defense here on this offensive push here. But you know, those the thing about the placement of those bunkers is they're very they're not very forward. They're not very aggressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, he is leapfrogging those tanks forward slowly, but you know, he really needs to get really to the natural area, and then he can start pushing up with the tanks at the bottom.
Heavy damage, especially before Colossus get the extended range by getting this thermal lance, which is being chrono boosted right now, as well as more Phoenixes being chrono boosted out, and we're going to see some more Marines and Marauders coming across the field here. Going to be harassed probably by these Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, the longer he delays the attack, the far ahead Hazu gets with this second expansion.
That's right.
I mean, he scanned the ramp. He knows he doesn't, you know, he can beat that army. He just needs the better positioning. That's the thing that determines if you win using siege tanks, not as if you've got the better positioning.
And you know, he does have dropships. He can elevator play as well, but he's opting not to. And that thermal lance is done. And look at that range, man. He's going to need more and more and more Vikings to take care of that.
I mean, the Gomez has just got his natural up, so, you know, if he holds it, but it seems like he's not going to, he could contain him, but it's going to be very hard with those Colossi there. They can just walk off the ramp, snipe some units, and run back up.
That's for sure. Hazu pushing forward with a few stalkers.
Looks like Gomez is actually going towards his natural. I wonder if he'll see it or not.
Oh, and he gets picked up! And that Marine explodes in a ball of fire. And he did not see that expand.